What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another cool little install on the Civic. I've got some carbon fiber parts I'm going to be adding to it. Here they are right here. There's one of them anyways. Got these nice door pillar covers basically for the sides of the doors here in carbon fiber. These guys are going to go right here. They do, as you can see, get 3M sticked on. But it's for the door there, and I got two for the back as well right there. I got them from Synthcarbon. They're on Instagram. I think they're on Facebook as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put a link down in the description to their Instagram so you can go ahead and check them out. They got a lot of cool carbon fiber parts for the Civic. Highly recommend them. They are the ones that I got my steering wheel covers from, the little carbon there. Let's see if I can show you guys real quick in case you haven't seen it before. But carbon there on my steering wheel, I got that from them. And now I've got these door pillars that I'm about to install. I am gonna have to be very careful when installing these because I just kind of mocked them up a little bit already against the door here, and these things are like exact fit. They're the exact size as the actual door pillar, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when putting these on, because I don't want that to end up being crooked or whatnot, because they're the exact fit right there. So I'm gonna have to be very careful. I don't want like end up with a corner, you know, down towards the bottom or something off to the side or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and see. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I'm either gonna try to, you know, just do it by hand and just kind of eyeball it. That's one way to do it. Another way I thought about was using some masking tape to kind of just, you know, before I take the backing off here to make it stick, figured I'd put it on there as good as I can, get some masking tape and kind of put it across here and tape it to where it's also on the window here. That way I can just basically tape the tape, like pull this back, but that part of the tape still attached to the window. Get my red, you know, strips over here off of the 3M tape so that it'll be, you know, expose the stickiness, and then using the tape just carefully kind of going back right to where it landed. I've done that before with other parts and it's worked out pretty good, but to be honest, they've been smaller parts than this, so I'm kind of worried about that, you know, with the size and all. I don't think might not align me too good, but I think with the help of that and my hands I might be able to get it on there, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, it's the only thing I'm worried about because it's an exact fit, which is good. You don't want to have any of the back showing anyways, you know, you want it to get covered, but that just makes it a little bit harder to install. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what I do, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys. Okay, so I just pulled off the backing a bit. As you can see, I left some of it exposed here because I try to get just the corner on top perfect, which it's on there now. And now these I could just pull out from the sides as I work my way down and get it to stick. Hopefully it stays in this nice perfect spot. What you want to do is pull out a little bit and then push on it so it's nice and stuck. Make sure you're still centered as you're working your way down before you pull the backing off, because once it's on there, it's gonna be on there. Don't really get a redo with this. You might be able to if you're lucky, but usually it gets messed up when you try to pull these off to replace it. Off of here. There we go. Alright, I can get the tape off now. So I can go further down. Leave that right there. Put the door. Still nice and flat over here. it down like if you're doing a wrap, basically. You know, let's do squeegee down. Definitely want to get the edges there as much as you can. You don't want them lifting up later on. Alright, there we go. I got all the way down to the bottom. So I'll show you guys this real quick. Get you off my suction mount here. Okay, so I ended up, lifting up this weather strip here because it did end up being just a little bit tucked in. So, and the way this comes off, just get it from the edge here and just lift. I was able to do it with my hands, but if you got one of those prying tools for interior pieces, you can use that. Just pop it up. So I lifted it up. You can see my way of holding it back. Use the tape here just so it would stay back from the carbon piece here, and I can work around it. And I just kept pulling the red strings all the way off until I got down to the bottom, squeezing it down little by little as I went. And it is nice and on there now. You can see perfectly around the edge, even up here, right on there, and the sides. It wasn't that bad. You just gotta guide it, guide it with your hands. I just kind of kept my hand on the side here too, my finger like this, as I was going down. You definitely want to do this slow. You don't want to go too fast. Take your time with it. But yeah, I'd say it came pretty much as perfect as it can be. Yeah guys, there it is. Now I got like 5 other more to do. Gotta go do that one there, a little one there, and then do the whole other side of the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. It's gonna be the same thing with the other ones. This piece is the same as that, so it's got the 3 lines of 3M tape. So same principle. Pull off the backs a little bit, get it on there. The masking tape did help to hold it halfway through, and then just start going down the line little by little. The back one's gonna be a little tricky when it comes to this one back here, because this one doesn't have 3 strips of 3M tape. This one is all a piece of 3M tape. So that one I'm definitely gonna have to be very careful with. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that going, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Okay guys, so I've got these on. Those 2 are done. Nice, tucked in under behind the rubber here. Got the back one done, and then I ran into a problem here with this guy. Now I had to pop this off. Here's this whole piece here. I wanted to show you guys this just in case you run into the same problem that I just had. This, by the way, this whole part you can pop off. I started in the corner here, just kind of stuck my finger in there and started pulling on it and popped the first one off, and then the other 2 here pop off real easily. So it's just, the first one there, and up here. So the reason why I took this off is because same as this one and these 2, the carbon pieces were a little bit too big. And not big like, they're fat or whatever, but they were like, it's too tall, I guess you could say. Like from here to here was too tall, and if I would have just set it, lined it up with the bottom and then try to put it on, in my opinion, the top is sticking out way too far, and it would not have stuck very good. And over time, it would have just started peeling off, or probably even bending backwards, especially when you're washing the car and you scrub a rag on it. This would have started bending back, and that would have been no good. And also, unfortunately, back here, this piece is not like the other ones that it's a rubber that I could just peel back and tuck it in under, because that's what I did with those. With those, I just pulled the rubber back and I tucked it in behind it. And this one basically needs the same thing, but this is not rubber. And that's why I popped this whole thing off the car. That way I can get back here, because as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 screws that hold down this bottom piece. So in order for me to tuck the carbon fiber in, I had to take this off. I'm gonna have to unscrew these right now. Then I'm gonna put the carbon fiber piece on and then put this on over it and then screw it back into place. So yep, not a big deal, you know, just want to let you guys know in case you run into the same problem. That way you don't make the mistake of just, you know, putting it on here at the top and then having like, you know, putting it on here flush with the bottom and then having too much sticking out at the top. Because like I said, whenever you go to wash your car or anything, that's gonna start peeling over time, and that's no good, you know. This stuff is not exactly the cheapest thing in the world. It's not crazy expensive, but it ain't cheap. So you definitely want to make sure it's on there good. So just take the time. If you got the hatchback, I don't know about the sedans, but if you have the hatchback, you definitely want to, you know, make sure you pop this guy off. That way you can get this on there and tucked in behind this plastic piece here. That way the top is nice and flush, you know, when you go to stick it on. It's nice and flush there, and you don't have any, you know, corner protruding over the OEM part here that can potentially lead to some problems. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, take these screws off, get it on there, and then put it back on the car, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I want to show you guys real quick how I popped this whole piece off. You do gotta have your door open, obviously. And then I got this little pry tool here. Well, not really a pry tool. This is actually for wrapping cars. It helps to get around the edges and whatnot. But this has this little prying end here, and it's plastic, so it won't scratch anything. You want to make sure you get something plastic, or if you only have a flathead screwdriver, which that'll work too, just make sure you wrap it in like a microfiber towel, you know, like something like this. You know, you take your microfiber, and then you wrap your screwdriver in it, and just kind of have like a point there. That way you don't scratch up your car or anything. So what you're gonna do is, right here in the edge where the rubber seal is, you can kind of get behind it with this, and I just kind of stuck it in there and just kind of pushed it in as far as I could, and bam, you saw how it just popped out? That's the first clip, because there's one clip here, one clip back here, and one clip a little higher up here. So you just push it in, the first one pops right up, then you won't need your tool anymore because you could just use your hand. Just come up, pop it out, and pop the other one out, and there you go, you got your piece. Make sure you don't lose these guys. There's these little like foam washers. The other side and this side, it happened too when I popped it off earlier, that they'll stay on the car, like it was stuck right here and right here. So if that happens, just take it off and I'd stick it back on here where they go. That way you don't lose it. You don't want to lose that little seal, because that little foam seal will help this to not rattle, you know, when the car's driving and whatnot. That's why it's made out of foam. So just be on the lookout for those little guys, those three. But yep, just wanted to show you that real quick, how you pop that off. Well guys, finally done. Here it is, the final product. There's the side pillars there for the doors, and here's the ones in the back. I'm not done because I still got to do the other side, but at least this side is done. I'm not gonna show you guys the other side because it's basically just repeating the exact same things I did on this side. But yeah guys, I'm very happy with it. Came out very good. The product itself was great. Looks amazing, so definitely check them out guys. Synthcarbon again. And again, I'll put the link down in the description to their Instagram page. And on their Instagram page, they'll have a link to their website where you can buy these and a lot of other things for the car. But look, nice, clean. Got it tucked in there. After I took it apart, I was able to just stick it on there easily, and then put this back on, and then put the 3 screws back on it. And you got a nice flush, you know, fitment there. Very clean looking. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this upload. I had to put on my straw hat here because the sun is killer. Working outside again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I got another carbon part coming in for the car, also from Synthcarbon. So I'll show you guys that when it comes in, and I'll show you how to put that on as well. Until next time, take care and have a great day.